G'day guys, so today I'm just going to do a quick video on how to replace a tie rod end or a drag link end, same thing. So in the kit basically what you get is you get the end, a new nut, and you also get a split pin. So to check it, basically you just hold the tie rod end, wiggle it up and down, and you can hear that moving in there, and you can also feel it in the tie rod end or drag link end as you're moving it. So that's how you check it. Now I'll show you how to replace the drag link end. So we'll just remove the split pin. It's in here. Pull that out, and a breaker bar with the socket I prepared earlier. Just take that nut off. That right. And we'll just leave it on there, just so it's just under the tip of the tie rod end. And now there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can smack it here on the actual arm. If it's steel, if it's aluminium, you don't want to do that because you'll damage the arm. But even if it's steel, sometimes it won't crack off. So because I'm replacing the end, I'm not too fussed if I, destroy the end of it, getting it out. So we'll just see how hard it is to get out, and go from there. Got it. Just loosen off this 780 so we can wind it out. Right, so that's off. Just give it a little tap. Alright, so we got the drag link end off now. Now the reason I left the nut on was firstly so when it cracks off it doesn't fly out, and secondly if you leave it on sort of just behind the top of the thread, when you're hitting the end of the nut to try and get the tie rod end out, you might damage it or mushroom it. So if you leave this nut on, you can actually wind it off and that'll clean the thread up, so it'll be okay to reuse if you were going to reuse it, but obviously in this case I'm going to replace it because it's buggered. Okay, so now we've got the drag link end out of the hub. What we need to do is count the threads here, and obviously take note of what angle the end is actually on, so it's pointing down. So if we count the threads here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threads to the end. So now we can unthread that one, and we want to thread the new one in 9 threads, until 9 threads are left, sorry. Right, she's out. So you can see the boot's completely stuffed. You can also see the play now. So I'll just screw the new one in. Alright, so just count the threads now and see how close we are. Okay, so still a couple more. Still a few more to go. Let's see what that is. Alright, well that's 9 threads and it's pointing down, just like how we took it out. So I'm just going to do that up finger tight. Take the new nut off here and we can put it back into the hub. So the new drag link ends can be pretty tight when you first get them, just because they haven't been moved for a while and the grease might not be in the ball joint. So I just had to give it a little tap then just to free it up, and once you work it a few times the grease goes around and it becomes pretty free to move. So we'll just put this in the hub now. So that's in all the way now. So we'll just tighten up the new nut. Once it's fairly tight, then just have a look how the holes are. Just line one of those up with the crown nut. It goes right through. So usually you fold the longer one over the top, tap down. The shorter one goes down the front. So what we're going to do now is just tighten this 17, which is the adjuster nut. And just tighten that back up. So that's all finished. So we've got the adjuster nut tight, we've got the drag link end in, new nut, new split pin, and that should be all lined up because we've counted the amount of threads there and the angle of the drag link end pointing down. So the final test is to obviously take it on a road test, see how it is. If it's not straight, obviously we'll back the adjuster nuts off on this side and the other side, and then we'll turn the drag link and adjust the steering till it's straight, and then obviously the final check would be getting a wheel alignment, which would be a good idea after doing this sort of job, just to make sure everything's in alignment.